Welcome back, everybody. We're returning from our recess from Tuesday. I'm going to read our normal material here. Any member of the public wishing to speak further regarding an issue on the 2017 Budget Committee agenda for this evening may appear before Council at its meeting on December 12, 2016 at 7 p.m. when the recommendations from this meeting will go forward for final consideration. If you wish to speak as a delegation, please sign the sheet located at the back of the room or notify the Clerk's Department no later than noon the day of the Council meeting. Any PowerPoint presentations must also be forwarded to the Clerk's Department no later than noon the day of the meeting. I have no regrets from members of the committee. Are there any declarations of pecuniary interest? I see none. I have one delegation this evening, which is Mr. Don Pangman. Mr. Don Pangman doesn't appear to be with us this evening. Are there any other members of the public who wish to provide information to us this evening? I see no hands waving in the air this evening. Mayor Burton.
Mr. Chair, we seem to have a written submission from Mr. Pangman on our desks. It says at the top of it, distributed at the 2017 Budget Committee meeting of November 24th, 2016 by Don Pangman. So we could perhaps give him credit for having appeared long enough to put this in front of us.
That's a fair statement, and I have spoken with him previously on similar matters, I'll say. Are there any questions regarding the submission? I see none. Then, members of committee, I believe we've finished with our public delegations for the evening. I have one request for some additional information, and that's regarding the Wycroft Bridge. And so what I'd like to do is ask that the staff report on the implications of moving the Wycroft Bridge project into the 10-year capital forecast. This is something that I have discussed with Councillor O'Meara and our staff, and they're ready and willing to bring forward a report on December 6th. I expect that it will suggest to us that the cost of the bridge would require us to move a number of projects out of our capital forecast, and as a result, we may not look favorably upon that. However, I think it's important information for us to have available. Mayor Burton?
I wonder if we could also ask staff, while they're doing that work, if they can volunteer any suggestions that would more immediately assist the reduction of traffic congestion on Bronte Road.
Are you looking for budget related, or are you looking for a broader thing? Do you want a report that will then eventually send us into another review of some sort? Is that what you're imagining?
No, I was thinking that we should take advantage of the opportunity of your request to also ask for, are there any things they could come up with that could help relieve congestion on Bronte Road in 2017? Let's assume that the report comes back and suggests a way to move it into the 10-year forecast, but not immediately. Perhaps not. I mean, it takes a long time to design a bridge. You can't build a bridge in a year. Nothing's going to happen in 2017. So out of respect for the concern that people have about congestion on Bronte Road, I'm asking, are there any 2017 measures that might be budget eligible that would help on Bronte Road?
There are a number of transportation-related projects in the area, and perhaps our staff, when they report back, can provide a roundup or set of information regarding those as well.
Thank you.
Councillor Robinson, and I think Commissioner Closey would like to.
Mr. Chair, will you be looking for a motion dealing with this request?
I think that would be helpful. Yes.
At that time, I'll give you the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Commissioner.
I was just going to clarify, I'm assuming you're talking about Bronte Road south of QEW, the section of the road that the town has control over. Yes, we can certainly report on that because there's been a number of solutions we've been looking at.
Okay. You're satisfied with that information? Very good. Then Councillor Robinson, I'll take it as read that you're moving this request for some additional information, including the...
I'll make a motion along the lines of that discussed by the mayor. I just don't have it written out here.
Very good. Then I think our staff are satisfied with that information, okay? Then all those in favor of that request for that information, thank you. Then I'm ready for a motion that the presentations from the delegations regarding the 2017 operating and capital budgets be received. Mayor Burton has moved that. All those in favor? That is carried. Members of committee, we have completed the work before us for this evening. Are there any other pieces of information that anybody's seeking for the December 6th meeting? Very good. I look forward to any other information that you have for me in between. We are adjourned for the evening.